Okay, so this is the eye model for Bio 157. So this is the outer portion of the eye, and this structure right here is the lacrimal gland. So this is what secretes tears. So now we can go ahead and take the lacrimal gland off and all its accompanying pieces. And now we see the eye underneath here. Now our eye is made of 3 layers. The outermost layer here is the white of our eye. That is the sclera. So the white of our eye is the sclera. Now in the front of the eye is this anterior transparent bulge, and that right there is known as the cornea. So that is the cornea. So we can go ahead and take this off now and set it to the side. I'm actually going to take out the remainder of the eye out of that structure there. So this layer, this dark brown layer, that is the choroid layer of the eye. So that is the choroid. When we're looking at the outside here, this structure right there is the optic nerve. So this is on the back side of the eye. That is the optic nerve there. If you move towards the front, we can see a couple other structures here. The colored portion of our eye is the iris. So the colored portion of the eye is the iris. And then the hole in the middle of the iris is the pupil. So that is the pupil. So if we take this off here, we can see we have this structure, which is trying to show the vitreous humor. We're going to set that off to the side and come back to it. And then this is the lens. So we can go ahead and take the lens off as well. This innermost layer of our eye there is the retina. So that is the retina. So this structure, once again, is the optic nerve. And where the optic nerve comes into the retina, you see this area right there, that is the optic disc. And the optic disc is our blind spot. It lacks photoreceptors. Now over here is a pink dot, and that pink dot is the macula lutea. And within the macula lutea is a structure known as the fovea centralis. If we work our way towards the front of the eye, you can see that it becomes this reddish area. In that area there is the ciliary body. So all the red there is the ciliary body. So this portion here and this here is the ciliary body. The white portions are trying to show the ciliary processes. These contain ligaments that hold the lens in place. So you can barely see those. Okay, so let me come back to putting the eye back into its little chamber here. And so this is the iris, and then here is the lens, again, back in place. And I'm going to put this structure back in place as well. So this area before the lens is the anterior chamber. So this whole area from the lens to the cornea is the anterior chamber, and that is filled with a type of fluid known as aqueous humor. Behind the lens and back, this is the posterior chamber. So all this area is the posterior chamber and is filled with a different kind of fluid, which is trying to be represented here as the vitreous humor.